Gemini, welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. It's for Gemini, placement Sun, Moon, Rising. It is a general reading. It may not resonate with all of you. Let's see what we have coming out here for you. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Using the Mythic Tarot, we'll do some clarifying cards from the Seer Tarot, and we'll be pulling an oracle card from a new deck that I acquired from Etsy called Love and Magic. Show this to you. See, Adrian Vita, the creator. It's kind of nice. I'm liking it so far. Some good stuff in there. You'll see it later. Let's see what we have for you. I didn't have sort of an overarching message today, except perhaps when I was doing my breathing and my meditation earlier, the number 17 kept coming up. That may be relevant to you, I'm not sure. In Tarot, 17 is the star card, and it's about renewal and hope, having faith, feeling a sense of inner clarity, miracles even. So that may have some resonance for all of us this week. I'm not sure. Let's see. There's always, for me as a reader, also a sense of healing in the star card. So perhaps there's some aspect of that that's relevant. For your 3 base cards, you have the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Cups. It goes over a little bit there. So what are we seeing for you this week? This is a very independent energy in the 9 of Pentacles. This is being financially self-sufficient. There's a certain note of luxury in this. There could be financial gains, solo pleasures, things that you enjoy doing on your own. Yes, let your mind wander, but all types of things you enjoy doing on your own, and sort of a luxurious self-indulgence. But the main energy of this card is sort of that financial independence, emotional independence, being able to stand on your own. A lot of times this is referred to as the single ladies card, but it's not just that, right? That's definitely an oversimplification. But it's having a freedom that only comes from not being reliant upon another person or an other entity financially. So that's sort of a nice space to be in. It's being in that space, but also enjoying it. I want to say that. So 5 of Wands coming in here next to that. So there may be some conflict in your life because of the fact that you are so independent, because you are now in a space where you're paying your own bills and you're taking care of yourself. That may not sit well with other people who perhaps you've had to rely on in the past, who have sort of come to understand that your personal preferences are going to be somewhat subdued by the fact that you're relying on them, and now you don't need to, so maybe they aren't quite so happy with this situation now. You're a little bit more of a handful. You're a little bit harder to manage when you are expressing your own ideas and preferences about things. It can also speak to some sort of rivalry or challenge here, where there's a little jealousy perhaps that you're in such a good space and that you're owning it. It could be. The 9 of Cups is a fantastic energy, Gemini. This is wishes coming true. This is a wonderful emotional fulfillment type of energy. It can also speak to material abundance and good health. This is really a nice base reading for you. These 2 9s are fantastic energy. I'm not feeling, very much angst in you about this 5 of Wands situation. I think it's kind of water off a duck's back to some extent for you. Let's see what we have for you from the other deck. We had such an odd morning here. It's May when I'm doing this reading, and it was snowing. Hopefully the last time. We have the Ace of Wands coming out. 3 of Wands. These, I've shuffled the deck quite well, but these also came out for Taurus. And then the 6 of Cups. So in this space you're finding yourself in, there's a new upsurging feeling of passion. For a person, for a project, I can't really say for sure, but you're waiting for something. You're waiting to travel, I think, is what this is saying. There could be a sense here of working with others, business, commerce, something about working with others in business that involves traveling. And there's a nostalgia, there's a remembering happy times. You may be remembering past travels, work travels that you really enjoyed. There may be a sense that you're identifying this week just how much fulfillment you get from that, from the traveling for work, because most people right now are not doing as much traveling for work, if any. There was some pretty significant restrictions on movement in the last weeks, the last couple of months, and so there may be a sense here that where you are finding yourself financially independent, sort of emotionally fulfilled. The only thing you feel missing is this level of travel that you were once able to do that is not possible at this time, and that you do have this passion for it. It's not just travel, it's work travel. There's definitely a work sense here and a sense of missing it. So some of you may be just getting a little stir crazy if you normally travel a lot for work and you're not able to travel right now. Let's see what we have here from the Oracle deck for you. I'm going to put that one back, actually. No, I guess I won't, because I did shuffle. I shuffled well, but it's the same one that Taurus got. So whoever I'm picking up on may have some Taurus in their chart, the Gemini with the Taurus in their chart, because you're getting a lot of the same cards. Don't worry about proving yourself in this life. There's no ending to who you are. Your energy never ceases to be. So if for Taurus it was a little different, I think, because there was definitely a different message in their cards. But I feel maybe this for you is it's just an affirmation that you don't have anything to prove to anyone right now. And even if you can't do the things you normally do, you still have immense value. That's sort of a newer note for this reading. It wasn't in there before, but there may be, in addition to this nostalgia and desire to travel, the missing, the traveling, there may be part of you that feels like your value has been impacted, your value as a human or as a breadwinner has been impacted because you can't be out there making deals, being a mover and shaker. And this is just a confirmation from Spirit that that is not true, that your value is something so much greater than what you do. And I think that's sort of a nice thing to add to your reading. It's kind of a nice reading for you, Gemini. I have to say it's positive. It's got a nice kind of settled, positive feeling to it. There is a little bit, of stir-crazy energy here, just a slight hint of it, but I think you're managing it. So I hope that's helpful. Thanks for being here and letting me read for you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Every like, share, and subscribe helps the messages get out to more folks, and I really do appreciate you helping with that, because I think there is value in these messages for some people out there, and they might find it useful to know about this channel. So thank you for helping with that. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you next time. Blessings.